This video tip is all about the details you need to understand for anchoring the beam to the foundation pillars. Here you've got the wooden beam here. It's a corner situation sitting on top of the solid masonry pillar. You got one beam that forms the corner of the cabin here and another at 90 degrees to it, joined with a lap joint right here. The first thing you need to do is to bore the pocket for the counterboard hole that accommodates the flat washer and the nut. And you need to bore this hole now before you bore the hole for the threaded rod. If you wait till later, your big bit for the counterboard hole will move around a lot and make a big mess of the wood. So after you've bored it, then you bore a 3/4 inch diameter hole for the 5/8 inch threaded rod, and then you drive down a short length of threaded rod, pound it down to mark the top of the pillar. Then you move your beams aside temporarily so you can bore a larger hole for your anchoring mortar that will hold that threaded rod into the masonry. You want to go for a 1.5 inch or 2 inch diameter hole bored with a rotary hammer as long as you need to accommodate that whole threaded rod. Mix up some anchoring mortar and pour it in. It's about the consistency of cake batter. And then you drive in a full-length piece of threaded rod after moving the beam back into position. This is your actual anchoring rod. It's going to drive some of that anchoring mortar up and out, but that's okay. It'll be messy, but you can clean that off later. Now, the idea is that the top of the beam be level. That's the main thing you're shooting for right now. So you want to check that out with your water level and make adjustments if necessary by adding a little bit of mortar underneath to bring all of the beams up to exactly the same level. Now, when the mortar and the anchoring mortar are hard, then you can torque down that nut right there, and you're all done.